Good afternoon, gentlemen. Welcome to the Week 11 Awards, Week 12 preview, and updated rankings. Really quickly, last week I got 3 out of 5 correctly, so I'm up to the season at 29 out of 50. So I'm 58% correct of the games picking. I got myself over John, Mike over Drost, and Borelli over Dan, all correct. And going into this week for the second annual Friendsgiving matchup, we have myself 52 to Borelli's 48. I'm going with Borelli. Mike's 33 to Jones 67, going with Jones. Frankie 46 to Dupe 54, going with Dupe. Jake 70 to John 30, going with Jake. Drost 47 to Dan 53. And I'm going with Drost. All right. For the first award of last week, to myself, I have the No Win November is officially over award. I was winless in the first 2 weeks of November, but I was able to get right this week and get a win on Sunday, scoring league high of 125 points, 0.88. That being the league high just means that this past week was ugly football. Me, John, and Ryan even watched a movie on one TV, the main TV, while there was a different TV going on with Red Zone because football was that bad this week. Speaking of bad football this week, Jake's award is the Blue Tactical Airstrike Award. Jake, who hasn't lost in almost 2 months, got absolutely obliterated by an airstrike on his head this week. That being said, by Ryan's award is the Self-Help Book Award, helped you set the correct lineup this time. Ryan last week in the chat, after losing to Dan, made a comment about how he has horrible start-sits this year, and he was able to get right this week and beat the number 1 team in the league. We have Borelli, Revenge is a Dish Best Served with a W award. Dan has fucked Borelli over on a trade this year, beat him after being winless, but Borelli got the last laugh and got revenge on Dan this week. We have Mike, and his award is the real reason we couldn't have Friendsgiving at Drost's. Mike embarrassed Drost, and that's probably why Drost lashed out in the group chat. And speaking of Drost, his award is adding another check in your long list of ifs this season award, because he said in the chat, he said if someone on his team was healthy, he would have smoked Mike. But like I said, just another long season of ifs. All right, updated rankings. We have at number 10, Dan at 9, Frankie at 8, Drost at 7, Borelli at 6, John at 5, Jones at 4, Dupe 3, Mike 2, myself, and 1, Jacob. Thanks, boys. See you in the chat.